you're not a victim of your circumstances, no matter how tough things may be. And what I want to talk to you about is starting over. Last year, just around this time, actually, it was February of last year, I lost my apartment. Actually, I left my apartment thinking that I had to. And luckily, I had family. My daughter and her husband Elijah welcomed my son and I to come to Maine. But the lessons that I learned from that were pretty incredible, and I want to share it with you because I think it will be of value to you. So I'm going to run the video from me from last year. Coincidentally, I was wearing the same top, but now I'm 67 pounds thinner. So let me share it with you because it's about realizing you're not a victim of your circumstances, no matter how tough things may be. So this beautiful scene is dedicated to my beloved husband, Angel Thomas Amador, who died last year on this day. And my life has been in a tremendous transition since losing him. And most recently, when I went to renew my lease, my landlady told me, sorry, you're not here with your husband and your income is not at the level it needs to be for two people, so you have to leave. I was given less than 14 days notice and basically had nowhere to go, family. And my daughter here in Maine, Kara, and her husband, Elijah, were so incredibly generous, and they offered my son and I to come here. This is Richmond, Maine. It's pretty cold inside the house, and the electricity has some challenges, so there's only one place where there's a heating source, and that's downstairs. And my room doesn't have any heat. And when I first got here, I was just feeling so overwhelmed and feeling so incredibly unwanted from basically being ousted out of my home by the landlord. And then all the crazy drama that went along with that, I realized that I had misplaced my wedding ring, and on the way over here to Maine, about a third of the way, I realized that, and I turned back to look for my wedding ring, couldn't find it. So, okay, so what does this mean to you? I don't mean to go on. What this means is that you, whatever it is that you're facing, whatever challenge you're facing, whatever adversity you're facing, you have two options. And what they are is you could either fold up and die, or fold up and cry. And believe me, the first couple days here, I was just huddled in my bed, under my blanket, shivering and feeling sorry for myself, basically folding up. And then I realized, wait a minute, I need to pull myself together. And what I decided to do is to make my own weather. I decided to find an alternate source of heat and a way of getting to the internet so I could work. And so I did that by finding several libraries nearby. So I challenge you, think about what it is that you have to do to put your yourself in a better place, no matter what it is. Think about what you can do rather than just feeling sorry for your situation. Think about what one thing can you do to change, to make it better, to make it more comfortable, to set a new limit, to start a new trend, to do something different. Okay? So that is the message today. We make our own weather, inside and outside. It's up to you. You can do it.
So today, when the chips are down and you feel like you're up against the wall between a rock and a hard place, I want you to think about something. Rather than feeling like a victim of your circumstances, think about what you can do. How could it be? How would you feel if you knew that this situation you're facing, whatever it is, however difficult it is, what if it were for you instead of against you? Think about that. Think about how could you use this situation as a gift? Instead of thinking that it was done to you, what about if you thought it was done for you? How would that change things?